Coming up on this episode.
Okay, here are the rails. The last thing to do, honey, is the slats on top of this done.
Oh man.
And you've got your first table.
We have a lot of oh dear moments here, don't we, honey?
I don't think this is going to be one of those.
No?
Well, the challenge is going to be organizing this space. I don't have a level spot anywhere here. So I'll just have to try to sort out a spot where I can put these tables together. So, first job is to grab all the material from the truck and stack it. Second job is to cut all the pieces that I need. Third job, to do the final assembly. So this table is going to be 30 inches tall, and so it's going to sit fairly low, but that'll allow the pots, the top of the pots, to be at a comfortable working height for Melody.
What Ryan is building today is a grow table. And do you see my potting bench? That's a nice sized potting bench. This grow table also is going to be wonderful because it's going to really help my back when I get all of my plants organized, and I won't have to bend over with my elderly age and all. So what are you doing, honey?
I'm just looking at the plan, and what I've done is I borrowed from Hollis and Nancy. Hollis is a guy out of Florida, and these guys know everything about everything concerning planting, and they're proponents of bucket gardens, and we think that they're just terrific. So I've got a copy of his plan here, and I've modified it slightly for our needs. So what I've done is I've set up a 30-inch jig here, and I'm going to cut all the legs to 30 inches. And this makes it go very fast. I don't have to keep measuring each leg. One leg. And this will make sure they're all identical. Two legs.
That's a nice little saw you have there.
Yeah, it's terrific. Love it. Three legs.
So would this new saw have helped you when you were building the cabin?
Yeah, it would have, because the old saw lost some of its functionality. It wouldn't swivel, I couldn't cut angles, I couldn't bevel. It was basically just a straight chop saw. So this one works great. Legs for one table.
Oh, so those are legs. Wow, those are hefty legs, eh?
Yeah. The nice thing about this saw, other than being new, is it's been redesigned. My saw is 20 years old. This one's 20 days old.
20 days old.
And it was just time for a new one. So just like that, we're done legs for two tables.
Wow.
Yeah, it can go pretty quick. So these tables are going to be 7.5 feet long and not quite 30 inches wide. And the reason is we're not having them the full 3 foot, 39 inches, is because we can't get at them from both sides of the table. Our table is set up for along a wall inside a greenhouse. So we're just going to be reaching in from one side. That's why it's a little narrower.
Yeah, just amending the plan a little bit to suit our situation.
Exactly. We're making this all out of pressure treated wood because it's going to live outside. And these are going to be the rails. So I got to cut 4 of these. Flush this end with your thumb. Come over here. Line up the saw like that, you see? Confirm you haven't moved it. Here's 2 more. I just realized I can probably cut 3 of these. So I'm going to use the top one as the guide, as the template. I'll flush all these ones. So they'll all be exactly the same length. That just helps keep everything square when you put it together.
I need the table rails to all be the same length. Using templates is faster and more accurate than scribing lines and then fiddling around trying to cut to the line. By lining up the edge of the cut board to the blade of the saw, the new cuts will always be identical in length. It's simple, quick, and works great.
Okay, here are the rails. So what I can do now is line these things up. We don't have a flat surface, so what I'm using for a flat surface is a piece of plywood. You just have to make do with your environment. Wow, that piece of plywood is not 8 feet. I thought it was. Shoot. Yeah. An easy way to make sure this is flush is to use a rail from the clamp. And then your thumb up here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Do the same thing over here.
Those clamps are handy.
Oh yeah, can never have too many of them. Takes a bit of fiddling to get it set up, but once it's set up, it goes pretty good. But these are the critical pieces, you know. You want to make sure that these legs are done right. Here's our screws.
You like having a big workbench?
Yes, I'm borrowing your plotting table. I'm going to put 4 screws in each of these. And I just want to square it up and then I'll drive the screws in.
I love having a sweetheart that builds me everything.
You do?
Yeah. I feel so lucky.
Square it up with this. There we go. See that, honey?
I do. I'm just watching that now. That's intriguing.
Okay, so that's square.
So I guess squaring things up is akin to making sure you have a level. Because if it's square, then...
Same principle. You're going to notice this table's fairly short. It's only 30... It's going to be 31.5 inches off the ground, the top of it. And that's because we're going to be putting 2-gallon buckets on top of it. So that'll bring it up to a comfortable height for Melody to work. I need a new bit, I think. Okay, there's one.
My initial plan is to cover the greenhouse walls and roof with transparent poly. I'll just use 6mm vapor barrier for a trial. It's inexpensive, quick, and will get us going and growing pretty much immediately. So as soon as I am finished painting the roof trusses, the poly will go on and our greenhouse will be operational. Venting is an important consideration for any greenhouse in any climate. I'm leaning towards self-opening vents that will let the hot air out at the roofline while drawing in cool air from the vented screens I will install down at the ground level on the shaded side. The other option is to put powered vents into the gables and control them by a simple thermostat. The one advantage of powered vents is it does help to move the air around inside the greenhouse, which aids in pollination. Finding low power vents that are suitable for a greenhouse may be a challenge though. I'll have to dig into this a little bit more and I'll let you know what I eventually decide.
Honey, this is so nice.
Yeah, it's just like Hollis's. Except a little narrower. It aims to please.
I love it. I am thrilled.
Because my customer is very special to me.
Oh, well, that's nice. Repeat customer for sure. Hey?
Yep. Oops.
Oops. Have you found it hard to do
Well,
with just one person? Can I help?
it's okay. The problem is that I don't have a level concrete shop floor, right?
Yeah, that's tough. What can we do?
We can build a shop.
I'm talking about a little shorter term though.
Yeah. I'm making do.
Yeah. Boy, this is solid as a rock, eh?
It's pretty good, yeah. The last thing to do, honey, is the slats on top and it's done.
Oh, man.
Then you've got your first table. It'll be really nice in the greenhouse. Give you something useful, eh?
Yeah. Don't chew on the nail, Opal.
Chewing on the nail?
Maybe it's a...
What is a nail?
It is a nail. No, Opal. Don't chew on the nail. Don't chew on a nail. No. That's a nail. That's a nail. Yeah, that bad for you. Huh?
She's acting all shy.
Honey. No, are you gonna play it? Are you playing? What? Good girl. She loves doing that. She loves biting out at something. I don't know what she's... Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. Huh? I love that when she does that.
She's been out here helping the whole time.
Have you been helping? Have you been helping? Good girl.
So I made my own shop floor with these big boards here.
You sure did.
So I've got one more of these to do and then that's it. And it's just lay the slats on top.
That was fast work. Hey, we could use those for bunk beds for the girls when they come.
Could use them for something.
They're not very tall.
Put them right out in the greenhouse.
Yeah.
Just, make sure we water them every now and then.
Yeah, exactly. They can pick away at the strawberries at night, and I like seeing that greenhouse back there.
Nice, eh?
Yes, it is.
Slowly, our little homestead is coming together.
I won't be staining these tables because I'm building them using 100% pressure treated wood. And besides, the greenhouse will also protect them from the weather.
Last one, and then we lay the rails on. That'll be fun.
That will be fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. That's neat. And you think we're going to be able to get this in, eh?
For sure. We have to decide how wide you want, how much space in between each slat.
That'll be great to hold all the pots. But the soil will fall under and the water will too. And is there like a little storage place underneath
Could put one
for
up.
anything? Like a little...
Could put a bench down there.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you. However you kind of want this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We'll be able to line all these up perfectly. Right?
Oh, so that's not going to overhang it all at the end, eh?
No.
That's perfect. Because then you don't hit it all the time.
Yeah.
Setting up a quick jig like this saves a ton of time and will ensure the tabletop slats all line up perfectly.
So I got one at the top and one at the bottom, and now I can just butt these against here.
Super handy.
And then we get 2 more of these. Gives us an idea what the spacing is going to look like.
Using spacers is really the only way you can ensure dead even spacing. Whether it's floor joists or fence pickets, if you want them to be even, use spacers.
Oh no.
I thought of that when I was putting the clamp in.
Did ya?
Measuring and drawing lines is tedious and just does not work as well.
There we go. So that's actually going to be good.
That's a great strategy.
Yeah.
I love it.
So that's the spacing. You're good? For your pots, that'll be perfect.
Yeah, that's really perfect.
Okay? This is what it's going to look like here.
That's perfect, honey. It is. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm glad you want that because it's all measured out
Yeah, you betcha.
to work that way.
I'm easy.
I'm pre-drilling holes for the screws, and this will ensure the table slats won't split.
Doing a little special delivery snack. Because he's been working hard. Oh, look at that. Is that ever nice, eh?
Yeah, it turns out nice.
It's perfect. Here, honey. Here's a special snack. And
Oh, wow. Just have these final screws. Are those the cold kind?
yes,
Pre-drilling also helps your screws to be arranged in nice straight lines. And speaking of nice straight lines, instead of measuring each piece, you can simply cut the wild ends off in one stroke and finish them all off with a quick sand to remove slivers.
We've got one 30-inch high planting table for 2-gallon buckets.
for 2 gallon, not anything more than 2 gallon.
Well, something about this high that you can work with without bending your back, and it'll be a little lower than this.
You want to try it out? You want to have a little break and drink some of your sugar-free black cherry Zevia?
Yeah. I'm anxious to see how this is going to fit in the greenhouse.
Me too. Let's go do it.
Okay. Don't you think, honey?
Maybe.
Melody is under strict orders not to lift anything, so I have to figure out a way to haul this heavy table over to the greenhouse. It's okay though, I have a plan.
I'm trying to rig up a way to carry this thing moderately safely. Moderately safely? Sort of safely? Kind of safely?
I wonder if you're on the right side of things here.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, is there any safe way to do that? We have a lot of oh dear moments here, don't we, honey?
I don't think this is going to be one of those.
No?
No, I think we're going to be all right. See what I did there? Put a spacer underneath it so that the supporting piece wouldn't contact the ground as easily.
Okay, well, that's smart.
So now, hopefully with this thing now having wheels,
Oh, yeah. That's essentially what you've done.
I've just enabled me to be able to wheel it
Heavy though, eh?
like a wheelbarrow, like this.
Well, that worked.
Well, that worked. All it took was a little MacGyvering.
Flip this over towards me.
Okay.
I'm just getting it in
I
position.
see. Oh, I see. I thought you were trying to move it.
I just want to get it sort of most of the way in here.
Yeah. Uh-oh. What's in the way? Oh. Okay.
Hang on, keep going. Okay, that's enough.
Is that enough?
Yeah, I can unhook it. And then what you can do is we can forget about this piece.
We can just do, yeah. We can just do this. And just slide it along.
Okay, don't try to lift it.
It's rubbing right against there, honey.
Yeah, I see that. But at least now I can get at this and undo it.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have to.
Is this my brand new straw?
That's the one.
I like it.
Okay, tip it this way.
Yeah, keeping in mind that the floor may not be level in here.
That's okay. We can easily level the table.
Fantastic!
Yeah, it works good, eh? So leveling the gravel to make this level will be easy.
Oh my word.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Yeah, it really is.
See, look, honey.
I know already. Already I got stuff going on, and that is so much easier. I can clip, I can do all my work.
Yeah, so why don't I get a level? We'll level this table. I'll put it where it's gonna live.
It's a beefsteak tomato there.
I'll put it where it's gonna live, which is over here.
I wouldn't have wanted it any wider,
I narrowed it.
but you're right, because we can't walk around it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So just before you do that,
Ideal.
yeah, before you do that, I'm just gonna level, like, situate the table where it's gonna live.
Oh my word, look at this tomato.
Looks pretty good, eh?
I just need to put it in the bucket.
In case you are wondering, I'm just going to leave the sand floor inside the greenhouse. It will provide good drainage and be easy to maintain.
Man, that is fantastic.
Okay, we're just gonna go grab the level and we'll straighten this out.
What do you think, honey?
I think it looks really good. I think it's gonna be functional. Doesn't take up a ton of room.
Yeah.
When we wake, hear the birds and see the sun. Side by side our fears are done. Oh, the good times just begun. Oh, we know what we have, let's hold on tight. Found what we're looking for in life. Call us crazy, but things are finally right. With you and I, the future is bright.
We are calling our little greenhouse the bird feeder, and it should work quite well for us in the near term. We plan on building a dedicated all-season greenhouse to support us when we are living here full-time. That will be a huge project. In the meantime, I'll continue to outfit the bird feeder with a raised bed, climbing walls for the creeping veggies, you know, peas, cucumbers, that sort of thing. I will also install a simple automated water system to free up our time and keep things going while we are off island.
Okay, thank you, honey. I'm gonna go finish the episode.
Okay.
Wow.
This thing's awkward, man.
Here's table number 2.
Yeah. Just in time. It's starting to rain.
Yeah. Okay. Oh man, does that look nice in there? All lush and ready for life. And I love where this greenhouse is.
Well, I'm glad about that. Moving it would be a problem.
Here, I'll help. Thank you.
That's pretty good, eh?
I love it.
You're totally set up.
I am so set up. It's not even funny.
I just have to level that still, but
Well, you're going to move them around anyways after,
Yeah.
right? So
yeah. So I'll sort them out permanently later.
let's see what the buckets, how tall that would make it. If
Pretty tall.
it's not bad actually at all. 11 days ago, I planted 72 starter seeds that I'll plant into these buckets. Some are pretty leggy, but that's okay. I can deal with it. And some are still on their way. All we have to do is wait and watch those sprouts come up. And this is the fun part. Okay, we'll check in and we'll do little updates and see how everything goes. We're gonna do buckets all along here, right?
Nope, that's a raised bed.
That's a raised bed there?
Buckets are like this. All the way down. So you'll have a raised bed, buckets, space, and this.
Wow.
You can do buckets all the way and do the raised beds
Next year.
or whenever you want.
Yeah.
Later in the year, next year. Next year we'll be able to get a jump on it because this will be in place, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's the only problem is that we couldn't do it because it wasn't here yet.
Yeah. If you want these along here,
Well, and then it'll be less work for you and you can do your other stuff. And then, because my cucumbers that did so well, the only things that would be a problem would be the zucchinis and stuff. But what if we were to do just an 18-inch raised bed against there?
good.
Just against there. I just walk up to here, use this all the way, the raised beds right here, zucchinis and the big things, and buckets all the way there.
And then just open in the middle, that'll give you lots of room.
Well, I might need a couple in the middle. A couple of the tomatoes might need to go in the middle.
Yeah.
But aside from that, like if that's a raised bed right there and you take it right to that thing, that would work perfectly.
That's what you want.
Yeah, that would work really well because it's the zucchinis that we don't have room for, or squash or pumpkin.
How high do you want the raised bed off the ground?
I have a stool, so I can always just sit on the stool, which is good too. So whatever you think makes sense for a raised bed. Look at that. Beautiful. Just beautiful. I love it.
I wanna take you out, show you the time of your life. I wanna figure out what it takes to give you everything you desire.
Well, things are certainly evolving at our little homestead here on Bird Island. It's so satisfying to see the changes, especially from a bird's eye view. Everything you see here, every stick of lumber, length of wire, every tool, window, door, can of beans, all of it was trailered up north here and then brought over to this island by barge. We did it all ourselves. It's been a lot of manhandling, a lot of logistics, and this life has challenged us on more than one occasion. But it has also rewarded us many more times over. We feel so blessed and grateful that we have this wonderful opportunity, and we are very happy to be able to share our story with you. Thank you for watching. Well, we've reached a milestone. We're able to grow our own food here right on the island.
I think so. We've really waited for this moment.
Our garden, together with the fish, the berries.
Wild edibles like mushrooms, onions, asparagus. It feels like we can really make it out here.
Yeah. Oh, and check out the time we brought our biggest load to the island. What a day that was!